So before too much time passes, I want to update what I've been buying lately because I was able to acquire some David Bowie. As you folks that watch me know, I've been on a Bowie kick for a while now and haven't been able to find any. And I'm very thankful that the Antiquarium, one of my favorite stores here in Omaha, they bought a collection from a person recently and held all the Bowie for me so I could see what I needed, and I'm real pleased with what I got. There's still some I want to get, but anyway, this is my latest vinyl update, and I'll show you what I got. I'll start with Diamond Dogs. I've never owned this record, and when it came out, I'd been through so many head trips, haven't you all, growing up, and I just really wasn't sure what to make of Bowie at the time this came out, because I really wasn't sure about what to make of myself, which is really a lot of it, you know, the whole, am I gay, am I straight, what's wrong with me, am I normal? And Bowie has always pushed those buttons with his images and really some of his songs. And so Diamond Dogs was my friend, one of my best friends in high school, Tim, came out. I had no idea, which is so funny. It's like he's my best friend since I was like, maybe 14. And then he came out when he was 16, and I had no idea. And he was way into Bowie, and I just didn't know what to think. Now, I had heard Space Oddity, and I had that. At the time, I had the album Man Who Sold the World. The Diamond Dogs, I wasn't sure what to think, so I just got that. I also got David Live, and this is a cocaine album, in my opinion. I just listened to a bit of it because when it came out, I couldn't stand it, honestly. And listening to it more objectively now, what it is that I'm hearing is the fact that the man is wasted. David is he's wasted. And look at his toe-up ass in these pictures. He's high as hell in every picture. And so, in my opinion, one of the songs that works on here is Width of a Circle. But I'm real glad to get this for my Bowie collection. Let's see, what else did I get? Because I got a couple. I got a beautiful, beautiful copy of Ziggy Stardust. It's almost brand new. It's in great shape. And once again, I don't recall selling it. Thought I had it, and just couldn't find it. So, okay. Really happy to get this on vinyl. Aladdin, Sane. And I've always liked this. I remember when it first came out. Again, these things bring back memories. My friend at the time, Paul, bought it right away. And was totally intrigued, and so was I. The image alone, it was like Bowie is just doing things. It's like I have to catch up to this guy. That's really how I remember responding to this. Okay, this is coming to the end of the Bowie, but the best part of what I found. So I got The Man Who Sold the World. Now I have a copy that I bought a while back, but it turns out it's a bad pressing boot. And this is the album is in perfect condition. The cover is just a little ring wear, but the record plays great. Reissue. But on top of that, I got an original, sealed. This baby is sealed. Look at the price. 3 for $5. So whoever bought this bought it as a cutout. And so this is an original. Still sealed. They made my day. My brothers down at the Antiquarium, they're record vinyl junkies as well, so they understand. And wow, to get a sealed copy of Man Who Sold the World, and at the price, thank you, my friends. I gotta say thank you to them, because they watch my videos too, actually, I understand. So this is just yows. Sealed copy of Man Who Sold the World. I'm on the moon. Let me keep going here. I have some more records that I bought. let's see, where did I buy these? I think I bought these in Kansas City, really low priced. Howard Worth and the Moonbeams, and I picked this up because he was the lead singer and lead writer of the band Audience, and I like Audience. They were on the commercial side of, I think, yeah, they were pretty commercial, but there was also this, I'm searching for the words, not cleverness, but it's good songwriting. Maybe clever is the right word. Also, I like Howard's voice, but this is really commercial. But it was really low priced, and Howard Worth and the Moonbeams, I consider it part of my Audience collection. So I got that. Happy to get that. Back in the 80s, Private Music was a label that got started. I forget who started it, but it was kind of a new age or ambient imprint. And they put out some really good records. Eddie Jobson from Roxy Music and Curved Air and several other bands in UK. One of his solo albums, Theme of Secrets, is on that label. It's excellent. But I found this, Sanford Ponder, Etosha. Private Music in the Land of Dry Water. And this is an early, I think this is a pretty good selling album for the label. I remember hearing about it, not knowing him and never buying it. So pick this up. And it's sounds a little bit dated, honestly, but it's good. It's good. I collect on-use sound system, tackhead stuff that was either produced by Adrian Sherwood or involved his musicians, Doug Wimbish on bass. I can't call the drummer's name right now, but awesome musicians. So the music does sound really dated now. It really has those dated drum machine sounds and sampling sounds. But Fats Comet is a release, a 12-inch single released from the On You Sounds stable. It has Doug Wimbish on bass. He's a great bass player. He was the replacement bass player in the band Living Colour when the original bass player left. Great bass player. I saw him live a few times and got to meet him when he was playing with Paula Cole. We had a great conversation about the whole Wrecking Crew from New York that hooked up with Adrian Sherwood. So I found this Fats Comet, and that's part of that collection. Now here's some one I probably should have Googled so I could tell you more, but if you find her of interest, then do. Check this woman out. I found a Dory Previn album. You cannot see the writing. Dory Previn. This is from the 70s. It's something else I forget to say a lot of times, is what era these records are from. This is called Mary C. Brown and the Hollywood Sign. Dory Previn was an artist of some note, and I cannot remember if she was married to the musician Andre Previn or if they were related somehow. But one thing I do remember about Dory, this is really good, singer-songwriter. She plays piano. Can't compare her to anyone. She doesn't sound like Phoebe Snow, but that's who's coming to mind, okay? But what I do remember about Dory Previn is she wrote some songs where she was really upfront about dealing with her mental illness. And this is back in the late 60s, early 70s, when it was like, you don't talk about that. And as a result, her songs and my work, I heard her music through that. Different speakers and guest seminar workshop leaders at different times would use her music. One song in particular I remember they used was called Mr. Whisper, which was her describing her voice's schizophrenia. But I found this, and I just really encourage folks that are interested in other voices from the history of rock, late 60s and 70s, people along the lines of everyone from Janis Ian to Joni Mitchell to, as I said, Phoebe Snow, Dory Previn. This is I've listened to one side all the way through, and this is really, really good. Really good, really good. I like Clannad. I like Irish music. I actually have Irish blood in me. You can't see it in the face, can you? But on my dad's side, you know, his grandma, a white Irish woman. So but above and beyond that, very seriously, Irish folk music. I feel it when I hear it. It just grabs me. Clannad. I love this band. Found another one of their early albums. So I collect Clannad. Sky number 3. I've only played a bit of this. It just sounds kind of okay, but again, it's kind of who it has a prog pedigree in that Francis Monkman, who was originally in Curved Air, a fantastic prog band from the 70s, was in this band, along with the classical guitarist John Williams. So it's tasteful, and they play well, and they have plenty of money to record well and work with good musicians. But there's a bit of a treacliness to some of the writing. It's kind of light, and it's like, boy, it's like, could have been. But I'm glad to have it, didn't cost much at all. Let me keep going here. Yeah, I have more to show. I haven't bought much Sonic Youth over the years. I've seen them live several times. They were awesome live. But I caught this used. It's a B-sides compilation, The Destroyed Room, double album. And you know how Sonic Youth is. They're very prolific. They record everything. They release everything. They explain everything. And this is good Sonic Youth. And I need to listen to it all the way through. Live, they're amazing. Sonic Youth is amazing live. Used to have this. Glad to get another copy of it. And in great shape. Nosferatu by Hugh Cornwell and Robert Williams. Hugh Cornwell of the Stranglers. Robert Williams, who was playing with Captain Beefheart in the 80s. This is an 80s album. And this is excellent. Post-punk pop / alternative music. Just really edgy and really good. A couple things that I bought down in Kansas City while I was there for the Peter Gabriel show was some Frank Zappa. I have to show you my Zappa collection sometime, but I'm trying to complete it, and that's something to do, but I got a bunch. But I didn't have this, so I got Tinseltown Rebellion in great shape. I remember this. My older brother James is a big Zappa fan, so I listened to this with him, and he knew all the words. The guy, he'd narrate the story. I mean, like he'd play the characters. My brother would. Zappa's fantastic. He's an acquired taste, but the man he was a genius. He really was. I believe it was Mr. Rumpert, Marcel, who just bought a Tourist record, and so did I. This is Luminous Basement, not the same one he got. But this is where Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart started out before the Eurythmics. Great pop band. This is a great album. It rocks. And really, really memorable, hooky songs. Luminous Basement is part of the lyrics to Walls and Foundation, second song on the first side. Excellent album. I was really happy to get that. I got more to show you, folks, so I'm going to keep going. John Renbourn of Pentangle, The Lady and the Unicorn, played a bit of this, and fabulous music, fabulous guitar playing. I know the songs are good. I remember the music more than the words for a long time, but I was catching that these are some good songs. But my wonderful music, wonderful music. This is a tribute album to the birthday party called Release the Bats on 31G Records. Found this sealed down in Kansas City. Some very good bands on here. Das Oath, for one. Cattle Decapitation are on here. X Models, Daughters are on here. Celebration, Melt Banana are on here. And also a band that I'm associated with indirectly, I'll explain. Shun, S-S-I-O-N. Shun, if you've ever heard of Shun. They do a track on here. These are all birthday party songs. One of the members of Shun from Kansas City, Ashley Miller, is actually also a member of Indrima. He doesn't perform with us, but he is on all the records. and does quite a bit of production. And this is nice vinyl too. It's dark, kind of marbly, dark, almost maybe a blood red, maybe. So I've just touched on this record. I'm looking forward to really getting into it. Of course, I had to check out my friend Shun, sounding good, doing Nick the Stripper. A couple more and I'll stop. Oh man, talk about finding another gem of prog music. Wapasso from France. His album is called Ludwig. Some kind of concept about Beethoven. Found this online, just got it in excellent condition, and whoa, this is as good as the other album, Salambo. Jeff Recordman, 1958, gave me a copy of Wapasso's Salambo a while back. It blew my mind. Just found this. Man, excellent prog. For you folks that are interested in prog, Wapasso from France. This is around 1975, maybe? I have to look. I'm so freaking blind. Okay, I'll look on the record. That'll tell me. This is 1979. Okay. So, interesting. That brings to mind again about the how I was, kind of in conflict. Punk, post-punk. All the time I was still listening to prog, and dealing with those stupid attitudes about how uncool prog and classic rock is. And I never agreed with that. I liked it all, Picked up Joe's Garage Acts 2 and 3 also down in Kansas City. I have Act 1, have had that forever. And just really want to find the time to just get back into this whole the whole Joe's Garage scenario. It's a whole world. I need Thingfish. That's part of Joe's Garage too. And I'm probably gonna have to do another video. This will be the last one. Jan Ackerman, Tabernacle. Got this for $3. It's in perfect condition. Great album. He's got the Vanilla Fudge, Beck Bogert Appice rhythm section playing behind him on this album. Tim Bogert and Carmen Appice. This is great. So I'm gonna stop there because we're going almost on 18 minutes. I'm just blown away where does the time go, and it's like, and I keep thinking I'm just getting started showing records. I want to show them all. Okay, leave comments, friends, please, and be well.